Hello, my name is Maddie at Books with Maddie, and today I'm doing the Booktube birthday tag. So this tag was originally created by Average Joe Reads, and I will have his original video linked in the description below, but this tag is basically just a celebration of your Booktube birthday, so the date where you started doing Booktube. So this tag was originally created by Average Joe Reads, and I will have his original video linked in the description below, but this tag is basically just a celebration of your Booktube birthday, so the date where you started doing Booktube. My Booktube birthday was about 2 months ago. Wait. Yes. Wait. April, I believe? I don't know what it was. I think it was in April. Yeah, that feels right. As you might imagine, I did not know that it was coming up. And then all of a sudden, one day I was like, hey, I wonder when that is. And I looked it up and it had passed. So I actually am really curious now what day it exactly was. It was April 15th, 2020. So yes, I'm 2 months late to this. Sorry. I wasn't planning on doing anything. And then all of a sudden, I saw somebody else doing it. I think her name is Maddie, also, from Book Browsing Blog. I saw her do it, and I realized that I should probably do it. Not necessarily to celebrate a book birthday, because I'm not a birthday person, but to seriously thank you guys, because I am so, overwhelmed when I think about where I was a year ago and where I am today in terms of YouTube. It is, beyond what I ever could have imagined. I mean, to hit over 1,000 subscribers and be monetized in less than a year was nothing that I ever could have expected to happen. I am so grateful, because there is no way I could be here saying that without all of the love and support that you guys have continually showed me through not posting for weeks and posting every single day for a week, for putting up with my just absolute chaos energy that I sometimes emit, and my 12-year-old jokes. I don't know why you are still watching me, but I am so grateful that you are, and I'm so thankful for all of the friends that I have made. Can't say thank you enough. This is so long, and I hate when videos do this, when people are just gushing, but I don't know what to say. I'm blown away by the support every single day, and so I will do these questions now, which I have not looked at, by the way. So I'm going to come up with these answers absolutely on the spot. So the first question is, how many years on Booktube are you celebrating? And this is 1 year. Well, 1 year, 2 months, or whatever. But yes, so this is my first year on Booktube. Question number 2. What has kept you motivated to continue making videos? Honestly, the support. I don't know if I would have kept making videos without the support of you guys and your comments and likes and subscribes and tweets and all of the just support that you guys have shown, and just the friends that I've made. The community is incredible. I would not have been motivated to continue making YouTube videos if it hadn't been for literally you guys. That's extremely cheesy to say, and I'm not usually a sentimental person, but it's absolutely true that I did not think that this would be successful. I did it as something to do over quarantine. I didn't plan on doing it for a very long time, and now I'm considering it as something that could potentially be my income, and that is absolutely wild, and it is just, I'm blown away by it every single day, like I said. Number 3, what are your 3 favorite videos you've made in the past year and why? Man, I should have thought about this. I have no idea. Okay, I know one answer for this. One of my favorite videos that I made was one that I made about fibromyalgia representation in Get a Life, Chloe Brown. It was the first book that I ever read that had fibromyalgia representation, and I was very happy about it. I was just talking about how accurate that representation is in the book, and I will have all these videos that I talk about linked in the description below. Yeah, that is probably one of my favorite videos I made. Some of the comments on that video made me literally cry, because it was people saying they were so glad that I talked about it, and they also have chronic illness, and I don't talk about my fibromyalgia a lot with people in my life or people on the internet, so to find that there were also people who kind of connected with me on that wavelength was incredible, and it was really a rewarding video to make. Another one of my favorites, and this is kind of just a general, I don't have a favorite deck of TBR video, but one of my favorite things to do, even though I legitimately hate the results of those videos because it always kicks me in the butt, but it is something that is so genuinely fun for me to do, and so just silly, and I always love reading your comments because you guys are hilarious. I don't necessarily have a favorite one of those because I'm always really proud of how those come out, and that is something that I'm always very cognizant of. I want to be putting content out onto my channel that I'm proud of, not just to be pushing out content. I want it to be something that I'm proud of. It's just something that I really enjoy doing, and that I know you guys really enjoy, and that makes me really happy to be putting something out there that I know people genuinely enjoy. So those are always my favorites, and I really can't pick one because they all blend together. And then another one, which I want to say, I put out a video last year, at the end of last year, called reading 5-star reviews of my least favorite books, and I got really positive feedback on that one from my family members. Like, I don't know why, it was like my family members and friends who'd watched that video really enjoyed it. It was also the first video that I ever was sponsored for. Like, I was sponsored in that video. It was the first time I ever got a sponsorship, and I was like really excited about it, and I worked really hard on that video, and I was like really pleased with it, and so I think that is another one of my favorites. But yeah, yeah, it feels so, I hate talking about like myself, like I don't know, it's okay. Question number 4. What have you struggled with on Booktube in the past year, and how did you overcome that struggle? When I began my spring semester this year, it was a really challenging semester. It was completely online, and it was, you know, COVID, which was really challenging. I was taking a lot of really hard classes and doing a lot of reading for those classes, and I kind of fell into this huge slump where I didn't really want to read because I was reading so much for school, and I didn't really want to produce content, and I think I was gone for like almost all of February and almost all of March, and it was like really heartbreaking because I was so happy with how I started the year and so happy with what I had accomplished, and I think it was right when I hit like 1K, and I just could not do it anymore. I was so emotionally exhausted that I could no longer produce content that I was happy with, on top of doing schoolwork and completing it. I also got this job that was like kind of crazy, and it just like drained me a lot. So that was something that was really hard, was like trying to balance this as well as work and school, and I was like really unsure if it was something that I was going to be able to continue doing for a while. And during that time also, there was some like really unsettling comments and DMs that I was getting from men, and it was really difficult to want to come back when I was receiving like harassing messages, and I got really scared, and it was really hard to want to come back to an environment that I felt unsafe in. Like, it was my creative property, and I felt like there was lines being crossed that I wasn't okay with, and I was really upset about that, and it was just a culmination of many different things that made me kind of want to just let it go. But I'm really happy that I did it. And yeah, so that was probably a really big struggle for me, was earlier this year, but I'm back. And number 5 is choose one moment from the past year on Booktube that you would love to relive. That is so hard. I have a terrible memory. Hitting 1,000 subscribers was like a really big moment that I would love to be able to go back to and like watch, but I don't know if I would want to relive it. I think maybe in January, before my semester started, I decided for some crazy reason that I was going to upload every single day of the week, and I produced 7 videos that I was really happy with and received really great feedback and support, and my channel really grew from that. And I just remember being like so proud of myself that I had done it and that I had worked so hard, and to like relive that feeling would be kind of a good reminder, I think, for me as I'm like restarting and trying to get back into the swing of things, of how much hard work pays off. Maybe something, I feel like there wasn't a lot of like moments, like I don't know, that was kind of like my biggest moment, I feel like, was around that time, was when I hit 1,000 and got monetized. So I feel like that was a really important moment for me. But I don't know if there's any other specific moments that I would want to relive. I don't know that I would even want to relive that moment. I don't know. I feel like I haven't experienced enough to say yet. I don't know. Also, I was stuck inside the whole time. Okay. Number 6, shout out a huge supporter of your channel. My friend Niall, who has been a huge supporter of my channel. He is such a good friend to me, and he also has a YouTube channel, which I will link below. He is one of the best people that I have met on Booktube, who is just an amazing friend, who is so like such a like good person, who is just like so like energizing to be around, even though like we're not around each other in person, but like like to speak with, and is just like so supportive of everything I'll do. I'll come up with like a crazy idea. They'll be like, I want to start like a writing Discord where we just like write, like everybody just writes, and I'll be like, yes, let's do it, I want to help. Like just like the most like encouraging soul, and like I just so supportive, always like hyping me up, and I just want to shout him out because so much of like encouragement has come from him to like keep pushing and keep working on my channel. And so I will have him linked in the description below, and you can check out his channel and his Twitter and everything, and because he's just such a lovely person and such a huge supporter of my channel, and just, yes, I'm so grateful to have him in my life. 7! What's the best book you've read in the past year? That is hard. So since I started Booktube, what is the best book that I've read? That is literally an impossible question. Like, how dare Average Joe Reads ask me this question? That is impossible. And for some reason, the first book I thought of was Our Dark Duet by Victoria Schwab, which is like a weird book for me to think of. I think I'm gonna go with Sensuous Knowledge by Minna Salami, which I actually read for a class, but this was one of the most absolute life-changing books that I've ever read in my entire life. It is about Black feminism, and every single person should read it. It is one of my favorite books that I've ever read. It is literally like life-changing in every sense of the word. It is absolutely transforming, and I love this book, and everybody should read it. Okay, the next one is, where do you see your channel in a year's time, and what do you hope to have achieved? I do not like questions like this. I hate people are like, where do you see yourself in 5 years? I'm like, I have no idea. Like, my passions, my creative ideas, stuff change like that. Like, I am a constantly shifting person, and so I have no idea. I hope that I'm still doing this in a year. It is something that I really, really love doing, and I hope to keep doing in a year, but I've thought of new directions I could take this channel. There are lots of new things that I want to do this year, and so I have no idea where I'm going to be in a year, and I don't want to imagine where I'm going to be in a year, because I want to continue like this energy of just like going through what happens, like just like continuing forward in a forward projectile motion, and seeing where that takes me, and seeing where you guys take me, and just feeding off of that lifestyle. I don't have major plans where I'm gonna take this channel. I have ideas, I have hopes, and I'm just, yeah, that's it. The next one is tag somebody whose book birthday is, whose anniversary is coming up. I have literally no idea, and I'm so sorry. Like, I don't know when people started Booktube, so I'm gonna shout out who I saw do this, which inspired me to do this, which is Maddie from Book Browsing Blog, and I'll have her channel linked in the description below. And if you know anybody else's channel who has a book anniversary, Booktube anniversary, or 1 year or whatever coming up soon, let me know, and I will hype them up. But I legitimately, like, I feel like distant right now, just because I am like in full concentration mode with other life stuff and this stuff, and like, so I'm a little bit out of the loop probably. So let me know who else's book anniversary is coming up, and I can, or not book anniversary, Booktube, YouTube anniversary, and I will hype them. Yeah, that's the tea. That is the last question, I believe. So yeah, with that, I guess that's the end of this video. I'm gonna say thank you again, and I will not go into an entire monologue again about how thankful I am for you guys, but please know that I am eternally grateful for the opportunity to be doing this, and the love and support that you have shown me throughout this year, or year and 2 months. Seriously love you guys so much, and hope you have a great day, hope you have a great week, and I hope you have a great life, and I will see you very, very soon. Bye-bye!